No problem, I'm interested in this.
Right direction.
Hello, people of the Vigil! Occupier Eros in September is here to show support! Woo! I'm ready.
Okay, but then we're going to do it. Need a candle? Okay.
I am here to support this visual. I am Occupier Eros since the end of September. I am part of Occupy Wall Street and I'm here for support.
Thank you.
No problem.
That's you here.
So,
I am glad to be
I'm
able
covering this for my blog, Occupy Wall Street and whatnot. Hello.
Nice getting out the candles.
My grandmother has gone through this before, many times, and I am outraged from this, and I will not stand for it. I am here in support. Solidarity from Occupy, Occupier Eros since the end of September. Much love, and I'm ready.
Need it open? I'll wait. I'll wait.
I have a string and a I'll turn you around.
It's good to have support here.
But that's what I will do.
Where it's needed.
What brings you to Occupy Wall Street, if I may ask?
Actually, I'm here for this vigil.
Okay, you're just here for the vigil?
Yes.
Have you been coming to Occupy Wall Street at all?
Actually, I have not.
Oh, it's your first movement? The first time here?
First time here, yes.
Do you plan on coming back?
It's not certain.
Okay. So maybe it's like just a part-time thing?
I'll see, I mean.
Okay. What's your occupation exactly, if I may ask? I'm just curious.
Oh, this is for my occupation, I mean my job.
Or it pertains to being here, in a way, if possible.
Well, I'm here for the vigil for disabled people who've been killed by parents and caregivers. It's been organized primarily nationwide by Zoe Gross of ASAN, that is the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network.
Okay. Alright. Thank you.
Let's get closer. Let's all get closer and make a circle.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Solidarity with her. She stand by you. My Wall Street stands in solidarity.
Use this demonstration.
Occupy Wall Street, they've asked us to be in solidarity with them. I'm here on behalf of Occupy.
Okay.
We have yes, Occupy.
There's a few of us here from Occupy that have pulled aside.
I'll give it to them. Okay. So I'll go back to Occupy Wall Street.
Have one, thank you.
After this, I'm going to stay for the duration that is needed of me.
Oh, okay.
If they ask me to stay for the whole thing, I will gladly do it.
I'll come back when the weather gets warmer.
As for the occupation, I'm going to be there all the time here. I'm just here until this is over so I can be here for them.
Oh, okay.
Can everybody come?
I'm there every day and I will not be.
Can you tell us to come over?
Excuse me. Excuse me. We want you to come over.
Getting started. Marla. Mark. Can you watch the circle?
I'll make some.
Oh, no. I'll move to the other side.
Does everybody have a candle?
No candle.
They
took my
candle. I don't have a candle.
I want to make room for us.
Mark, you don't have a candle?
No. Okay, Johnny. Excuse me, we didn't have a candle. Anybody else need a candle? And do we have the ones that hold the posting? So people who cannot hold candles? I'm going to light a pen. Okay. Please all let's make a circle.
Who needs one? I have one left.
Okay, we'll take it. And if somebody else wants it, we'll
We have more candles.
Johnny?
Yes, I have a big box of candles.
Yes.
OWS, anyone need
Thank
candles?
you, everybody, for being here.
Have one?
We don't have mics here. I'm going to just talk. I don't think we're going to do a mic check. We have a small group.
Okay. Can I make some quick opening statements? Yes.
Go ahead, Sam.
Okay. First off, on behalf of Sports Disabled Community Self-Advocacy Network, Zoe Gross, the organizer who I believe I can thank you on her behalf. I would like to thank everyone for showing up here. I think it's incredible, braving often the perilous situation of mobility in New York City to show up here. I'd just like to ask, if we pause the photographs for 1 second, does anybody here have any seizure disorders that could be triggered by flash photography? Anyone, please? Really quickly you do, so no red eye. Like, chance, all right? Everyone turn off your anti-red eye. And no beep silence or deactivate. High pitch beeps right here. So we have to count for that. And without further ado, I think that actually we're going to look at my video, but it's a video of this. Tina, of course, would like to read Zoe's opening statement. Wait just 1 minute.
Oh, sorry. I apologize, miss. Sorry. Sorry about that, man.
I'm going to get further down so I don't get in anyone's way.
On March 6th, George Hutchins was shot and killed by his mother, who then killed herself. George lived in Sunnyvale, California. He was 22 years old and he was autistic. In response, the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network held a vigil in Sunnyvale, California on March 16th. And what I will read to you now is the statement that was written and read at the vigil by Zoe Gross. And it is thanks to Zoe that today vigils and memorial services are being held in cities all over the country. This is what Zoe said. I didn't know George, but I can't stop thinking about him. Maybe it's because we have a lot in common. We lived near each other. We were the same age. We're both autistic, although we led very different lives. I would like to have known George, but I can only mourn him. and I can try to make sure that his story isn't forgotten. In the wake of this tragedy, I read a lot of articles that asked the readers to imagine how George's mother must have felt. But I didn't see a single article that asked the reader to empathize for George, to imagine how it felt to see his mother point a gun at him. I've seen a lot of people talking about how hard it must be to live with an autistic relative, but I didn't see anyone talking about how terrible it must be to die knowing that your parent, who you love and depend on, has decided to hurt and kill you. Because he was autistic, George is being erased from the story of his own murder. The story of George Hodgins' death is being discussed and presented as a story of a mother who snapped and the story of other parents who have felt the same way. It's being told as a story about a lack of services for families with special needs children, as though a lack of services is a justification for murder. When disabled people are murdered by their families, this is the story people want to hear. The story goes like this. It is understandable that someone would kill their disabled relative if they don't get help to care for them. I don't think this is a true story. Why is the story being told this way? Because we live in a world that doesn't acknowledge the value of our lives as disabled people. Because so many people in our society can't imagine a disabled person living a fulfilling life. So they don't see the tragedy and the wasted potential when one of our lives is cut short. As disabled people, we have to take a stand against this kind of thinking. We have to get the word out that our lives matter, that our lives are our own stories, and not just the stories of our non-disabled parents and relatives and caregivers. We have to let people know that they are missing part of the story. Because the story of George Hodgins' murder is also the story of the disabled community losing one of our own. It's the story of the other disabled people who were